The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage for the PRO Sidewinder Dirt Racing Series 360 Wing Sprint Cars tonight from Lernerville. I believe we are on all the platforms once again. Had a little bit of a technical glitch beginning of the week, but with some help from tech support and a little bit of patience, I believe we are back on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo all at the same time. And once we get the other two guys all lined up with their logins, I think we are officially expanded and are ready to do some more business. Got 22 drivers checked in here tonight. Gonna be a great show. This is a fun track, very challenging for the drivers. No outside wall from the beginning of turn 1 until you get back around to the exit of turn 4. And you got to really rip the lip here, and that means that you've got to be right on the ragged edge, right rear almost hanging off the top of the track most of the way around. And you got to be careful down that front stretch not to be too close to the wall because it gets real rough and it'll pull you right in. Passing is a premium here. So when that bottom side has grip on it, these guys are going to dip right down there and try to work their way around each other. A quick look into the points right now, and the overall shows Casey Miller atop the standings, 8 points ahead of Joe Reuter. Nick Cohan is third, Nick Chambrone in fourth, and Reed Rundle sitting in fifth. If we break it down, we go to the sprint cars. 2 races in, this race number 3 for them, Casey Miller. 22 markers ahead of Joe Reuter, then Nick Cohan, Reed Rundle, Trevor Hinker in 5th. We'll take a look at our Pro Late models. And in the Pro Late models, G-Body Garrett Boyd with an 11-point lead over Nick Cohan, Nick Chambrone, Josh Gerlach, and Joe Reuter. So came in, won the first night he was here, which I think was race number 2. And he has been ready to go. Just, 2 top 10s, 2 top 5s, I guess it is for him. And that's what it's going to set him apart. And he's going to come up and challenge for that. But everybody chasing the man. He was last year a 360 series champion, and he is sitting atop everything. Battled up until the last couple of nights for the big blocks, which is what they ran last year. So, Casey Miller, top of the class over here at PRO. About 4.5 minutes to go. Looking through our driver list here in Discord, I do not see a couple of the guys I wanted to get a word with, but we will let these guys run the rest of it out. Guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you got a favorite driver out here that you're cheering for. Don't forget about tomorrow night, Dominic Santina. Back in the booth. Dirt Slingers. Wednesday night, Warriors Big Block Modified Series. They host the General Tires Winter Nationals presented by Tim's Sims, powered by iRacing. Brought to us by Weggy and Casey, the I-55 lawyers. Those guys are racing for quite a bit in cash and prizes over there on that Wednesday night series. They're going to be in round number 8. They go to Fairbury. Teeny tiny little quarter-mile bull ring. Always proves to be challenging for the drivers. And when they're hitting it right, it can be a lot of fun to watch. So don't forget to tune in. That's 8 o'clock Eastern Wednesday night. That's tomorrow. A lot of business to be done here. These guys are going to have 3 heat races, it looks like. They're going to get into their 30-lap main event. We're going to get that started here in just a few minutes. I think what we're going to do here in about 45 seconds is we're going to go down trackside. We're going to get ready for pre-race ceremonies. And when we come back from that, these guys will get into qualifying. And they score points for qualifying, so that helps a lot when these guys can qualify well. You can make up a few points on the guy in front of you. He has a bad night qualifying. One of the unique things about PRO. I am being told that it looks like we are good across all the platforms. That makes me very happy. Looks like the stream is back where it's supposed to be, so we are ready to take on some more clients. If you got a league you want us to cover, let us know what night, what time. There's 3 of us now. And we will do our best to accommodate you, get you pricing for all that. If you want to advertise with us, reach out to us on the Facebook page. Come by and send us a private message. Love the advertising. If you're here at the very beginning of the show, you saw School of Sim Racing, and you saw Tim Sims, as well as Dirt Slingers Racing League, all advertising with us. Feel free to send us a message. But I think it is time to turn it over to public address and get ready for tonight's opening ceremonies. Technical difficulties down on the track, and I don't think we're going to make it to opening ceremonies. Give us just a second. We'll see if we can get that fixed real quick.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida.
Okay, possibly have this fixed. Let's give it a shot, see what happens.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless.
No, that is very, very broken, so we apologize for that. Sometimes things happen, and there's not much you can do. We'll get that fixed before the next show and have that back up for you guys. In the meantime, drivers wrapping up the last few seconds. They'll get ready to go down to qualifying. We will get ready to head down and watch them qualify. We'll follow a few of the guys at the top. We'll probably try to watch Casey Miller. We may watch the jabroni, Nick Chambrone. Trevor Hinker. Just kind of wait. Here comes Garrett Boyd first to hit the dirt. JP Scheiderer. Scheiderer, a regular over at DSRL on Monday nights. So Chambrone bringing the 0-1 out. Peyton Grease is in here tonight. We'll probably jump over, try to watch him. Casey Miller just now heading down the front stretch. We'll see what Miller can get done here in his qualifying attempt. Miller becoming a regular over at DSRL as well, and he is finding the sledding a little tougher over there than he does over here. But, man, great driver. Nick Chambrone, 12:97, second lap for Miller, fifth quickest. Haberman now quickest in qualifying on his first lap, and he takes the car off the backside. Trevor Hinker jumps to quick time, 12.93 seconds. Haberman, 12.96. Chambrone, 12.97. Hello, Mr. Stinson. Good evening, sir. So 18.19. Josh Gerlach jumps to fourth quick. Gerlach out of 3 and 4 for the second and final time in qualifying. And Gerlach, third quickest still. 12.96. The 1,000ths of the second, the difference between he and Haberman. About 1/1000th, actually. So, Jason Haynes getting the car wound up here for his first. timed lap. Little trouble there in 3 and 4. That car not up underneath him perfectly, I don't think. He is struggling center of the corner. His first lap. Haynes jumps to 10th quick, and we'll see what he can do on his second and final lap. Only driver to not take time so far, Corbin Hutchison, the 19 car. And off the top side, no improvement for Jason Haynes. He will stay 10th. So qualifying has come to an end. And we will get ready to see the 22 drivers start to get broken up into heat races. Boom. Just like that, straight to it we go. It's going to be Jason Haynes on the pole for heat race number 1 in the 26 car. Then John Borst in the 86 on his outside. That's a Dizzy Motorsports entry. Nick Sambrone, another Dizzy fella. The 01 car will start inside row number 2. And then Trevor Hinker will start on the outside of row number 2. The YLB Racing at number 5 of JP Scheiderer. Started position number 5 tonight. Next to PG, Peyton Grease in the 92 car. Reed Rundle will start the 43 machine on the inside of the final row. And next to him, the 19 of Corbin Hutchison. So 8 drivers. I think we go 8, 7, and 7 for our heats. We'll look at what's going on down the infield a little bit as the guys pace around here. Watching our pole sitter around behind the Chevy Silverado pace truck. All right, green flag about to wave. Heat 1 about to get underway. PRO Sidewinder Dirt Racing Series 360 Sprint Cars round number 3. Underway with Heat 1. Chambrone goes straight to the bottom from position 3. He's going to come out with second. Saw some contact towards the back. I think everybody got him facing the right way. Looks like Scheiderer into that third and final transfer spot. They transfer 3 directly from each heat. I think tonight everybody's going to go to the show, but I know it's normally 3 cars. Hinker going to settle into 4th and try to run down Scheiderer. Grease is 5th right now, then Rundle. Hutchison Borst, the car that took it off the track down there in turn 2, and he just rolled it all the way back to the pits. He'll keep it there, but Jason Haynes making it look easy. 0.6 of a second out in front of the field and driving away. Oh, goes over the top. Haynes is out of it now. That moves Chambrone to the point. Scheiderer second and Hinker into the transfer spot. So just like that, I told you at the outset that this track is tricky. You got to run it right on the ragged edge. And if you violate the rules of running on the ragged edge, you're going up and over. And that is exactly what happened to Jason Haynes. He had this thing well in hand. 2 to go this time by. Chambrone down over half a second. Scheiderer and Hinker nose to tail. Then Grease in behind that. Rundle, Hutchison, and Haynes is off track. He and Borst both off of the racing service. So only 6 cars remaining. Nick Chambrone, the 01 car. It looks like he'll win the opening heat in round number 3. He does just that. Scheiderer and Hinker second and third. Grease, Rundle, Hutchison, Haynes, and Borst are rounding out the Heat 1 field. We will head down for Heat number 2. 7 cars in this one, and Anthony DeBarro, the 27 machine, Dizzy Motorsports driver, will start on the pole. And next to him, your points leader in the 360s and the overall, Casey Miller, the 05. On the outside of that front row, Joey Kennedy, the 4 car, on the inside of row number 2, next to the FSI Motorsports number 868 of Andrew Haberman. Terry Mustard, the 0 machine, will start inside of row number 3 next to Robert Lynn in the 2 car, and Eric Mueller, the 31, will start at the rear of the heat. All right, pace truck should jump off right here in turn number 3. We should get a green flag. 8 laps. On the throttle, and away goes DeBarro. New colors on the 27 car. Used to seeing him in black and red, and this yellow and orange looks pretty good on that 27 machine. But here comes Casey Miller. Miller here working to the inside out of 4. Didn't have it that time. Lap 1 goes to DeBarro. Now Miller back to the bottom in 1 and 2. Pulls alongside, just too much momentum off the top. I think the slider is going to be what he has to do to take it away. And DeBarro's got that perfect line going through there right now. Haberman in 3rd, and Haberman closing on this battle for 1st and 2nd. And now DeBarro just enough to get out in front by a couple of car lengths. That momentum off the top side, so important. So DeBarro, Miller, Haberman, 1, 2, 3. Then Kennedy in 4th, Mustard 5th, Lynn 6th, and Mueller back here in 7th. This is a good pack. These guys all right on top of each other right here. Casey Miller went for the slider in 1 and 2. He almost has the lead. Can he do it down in 3 and 4? Doesn't quite get it there, but if he's got enough bite, he can do it back down here in 1 and 2. Didn't get it there. Laps winding down quickly. Needs the heat race points to maintain the lead. 2 to go. This time DeBarro's still in the lead. Miller not giving up on that middle. Now comes up the hill. Almost shut the door. I think he had room if he'd have committed to it to slam the door on DeBarro. We'll see what he does here out of 4. Not enough grip. He is so close. He just needs to shut the door and make DeBarro pick whether he's going to lift or move. But we're on the white flag lap. Checkered coming out right here. DeBarro's going to win heat 2. Miller was 2nd. Haberman in 3rd. Mustard, Lynn, Mueller, and Kennedy. Rounding out heat race 2's finishing order. We'll get ready to move down to the staging area, and heat 3 will be on the tap next. It's going to be G-Body Garrett Boyd in the 21 machine, the Boyd Power Sports entry on the pole. And next to him, Dizzy Motorsports driver Nick Cohan in the 21. Your second row on the inside, Ryan Bueller, the 07. And another Dizzy Motorsports driver, Josh Gerlach, in the 71. Watch Gerlach. Always quick. Always one to keep an eye on. Joe Reuter, second in the points right now in this series. He'll start inside of row number 3 with Tim Johnston in the 28 on his outside. And then Jerry Watkins in the 11 car. Shotgun Charlie heat number 3. Final heat of the evening. Yeah, Jordan, that was a really good race. I hope to see one like this right here. This is a pretty good field of drivers right here. These guys are going to be going green when they come around. They get that pace truck out of the way real quick in this series, and that's good for the broadcasters, good for the drivers, get everything moving real fast. But Garrett Boyd and Nick Cohan going to bring us to the green right here. 2 number 21s, one black, one orange, and G-Body jumps straight to the front. Bueller's going to work the inside. Does he have Cohan in behind? He does. Cohan had trouble on top. Somebody spun it around. There'll be no caution for the heat race. Garrett Boyd to lead lap 1, Ryan Bueller second. And then Gerlach and Cohan, teammates, side by side across the line. And Cohan had it by a skosh right there. That top side, just a little bit more momentum, but I think you can find a little grip on the bottom. That time Gerlach got to the line first. That start-finish line is barely out of turn number 4. These guys into turns 3 and 4. You can see how close to the top Cohan is running. He's gotten away from Gerlach. Now he is making a run at Bueller. Boyd is still out in front, halfway home. Heat number 3, final heat of the night. We'll go back. We're going to watch Cohan through the middle, up to the top. Now he'll go into 3 and 4 right against that little bitty cushion right there. Keep the right rear in the tacky stuff. Right on the razor's edge. Go up here and we're going to check out the 21 of Garrett Boyd, our leader right now. He's going to come around, see the 2 to go signal. And he is ripping right through the middle. And he is able to hold these guys off. Lap times for the top 4 almost identical. That time Cohan and Bueller went side by side through 1 and 2. Bueller got the pressure from Cohan. Now going to go after Boyd. White flag in the air. Boyd protects the middle in 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, and Cohan airmails it out of the top of turn number 2. Here comes Bueller. Can he hold it at the line? He steals it out of turn 4. Bueller, Boyd, Watkins, your top 3. Johnston, Gerlach, Cohan, and Reuter rounding out the field. So, all the way past everything, straight to the warm-up. Whoa, Mr. Schilling. Old pocket full of change watching the show tonight. Guy's going to have a little bit of time, I guess, to warm up. So let's play a game. I will put up, and I only think I have a large and extra large left. I will put up a Wednesday Night Warriors Dirt Slingers Racing League Dirt Racing Network t-shirt. But you have to be in before the green flag falls. To pick the winner, I need you to do it in chat. I will go back after we get done tonight. I will see if anybody picked our winner. And if so, I will reach out to you on Facebook Messenger, send you a message so you can send me your information. We'll get that t-shirt to you. Put the name of the driver that is going to win the race tonight. You got to have it in before they take the green. I am going to put a cutoff into the chat right there so that I know when the green flag fell. So is that your pick, Mr. Schilling, Ryan Bueller, for you? You can only pick once, folks. Only pick one driver. All right, we're going to hold you to that there, JJ. I, personally, would pick Mr. Miller. Casey Miller is my go-to guy for this, so... Couple of minutes. These guys want to work the track now. They would like to see this turned into 2 lines of racing. I think you're seeing a lot of guys go up and try to work the top, and the faster they get it to slick out, the easier it'll be for the guys on the bottom to at least maintain with them. I don't know if it's a passing situation a lot of times because it's very difficult to get that bite when those guys have so much momentum coming off the top of these corners, but we will see. I can tell you that right now, Mr. Casey Miller, quickest in this warm-up session, 13.46 seconds. Scheiderer is right there. But Miller just has that confidence and he has that calm about him. And he seems to be up there at the front almost every week in this series. So, yeah, JJ, I've seen your race. I just saw that comment about being too slow. I've seen your race. Believe me. All right. Well, I think that is it. I think they have advanced the session. I think we might see a little pole shuffle here in the first lap of this thing. I don't know. Maybe they did a redraw. It's always hard for me to say because 1 week they did and 1 week they didn't. So we're going to look at our starting lineup here. For our 30-lap A main, it'll be the jabroni, Nick Chambrone on the point with Anthony DeBarro starting on his outside. Ryan Bueller will start inside row number 2 with J.P. Scheider beside him. Casey Miller in row 3 next to Garrett Boyd. So the picks up at the front now, at least the 2 that I know about. Trevor Hinker and Andrew Haberman in row 4. Row 5, Jerry Watkins and Peyton Grease, and then Terry Mustard and Tim Johnston in row number 6. Your 7th row, Reed Rundle inside, Robert Lynn outside. Nick Cohen and Corbin Hutchison side by side in row number 8. Row 9, Eric Mueller and Josh Gerlach. Gerlach, trouble in the heat, was running second. I think he just dropped a right rear off coming out of 2, and that was that. Jason Haynes and Joey Kennedy in row number 10. And our final row, Joe Reuter and John Borst will start side by side in row 11. All right, I am about to put the cutoff. You better get your name in if you're going to pick the winner right now. So far, JJ, all you got to do is hope your guy wins, and I get to send you a T-shirt. So they are getting ready. They're rearranging just a little bit. So now it's DeBarro and Haberman, Watkins and Hinker, Bueller and Chambrone. Actually, that's not right. It'll be Scheiderer and Bueller side by side. So just a couple of changes, I think, is what we had. They'll get it all cleaned up. They'll go 1 pace lap, I believe, to clear black flags for the guys having to change order. And as soon as that green flag falls, we are cut off. There will be no more entries.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag falls. You want it? So who do you want to have sign it? Because I can do that. All right, now Anthony DeBarro out in front. Haberman was in second. Scheider went for third around Watkins, but Watkins is able to hold him off. 5 wide behind that. This is almost a melee. All these drivers survive. Great piece of driving by 2 or 3 of them. Had a little bit of contact there. We'll give them a lap here to try to sort it out. But it looks like Bueller is going to get through there and try to go up to 4th. He's got it now. 3 wide behind that. 5th, 6th, 7th. Watkins right in the middle. Chambrone right there as well. Then Hinker was in the middle of that also. Go back and watch right here at the back. These guys starting to go backwards and not forwards. Haberman now starting to reel in DeBarro. Scheider goes to the top shelf. And he is trying to ride the high side. And it does not look. Caution, Reed Rundle. Going to get into something right here. He's right next to Terry Mustard and right behind the 11. Oh, Chambrone got out of shape. Chambrone and Hinker touched. And that is what brought out our caution. So we'll line them up with DeBarro, Haberman, Scheiderer, Bueller in 4th. Grease is up to 5th, Hinker 6th, Watkins, Mustard, Boyd, and Johnston in the top 10. Kennedy, Haynes, all out. I think you're going to see the 43 car maybe out of here too. We'll go back and look for him in the lineup. Chambrone. No, Rundle right in front. And I don't know if Rundle's got any kind of damage or not. We'll have to wait for him to come around the corner here. Missing the front wing. Front wing knocked off the 43rd. That will make it very interesting getting into the corners for sure. So 25 laps remaining. Still a long ways to go. Lot of race. This track is going to change a lot for these guys. I saw you said signed. You want Big Daddy to sign it? Is that who you want to sign it? As I am happy to do that for you, JJ. All right, pace truck in. Car comes flying out of the pits right in front of our leaders. He's going to drop to the bottom. That's the 31 machine of Eric Mueller. And he is going to get lapped real quick right here as DeBarro sails by in 3 and 4. Guys trying to run up the top. I don't know how that was going to work. I didn't think that was going to work. Yep, he went up to the top. He dropped the right rear over, spun the car out, and we're back under caution for it. I'm not even going to go back and look at it. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what happened right there. He was trying to get out of the way. He was trying to do the right thing, got the right rear up over the top, trying to move higher, and he tipped the car over into the fence or something, spun it out. So we will wait to see if they allow the 31 machine back onto the track. I don't think that that's going to happen. He was way off the pace anyway, so. But nothing changed in our top 10 except for that Nick Cohan now falling like a rock. Yeah, he's back into the pits. And I did not see the 21 machine going there. It looks like from this distance, it looks like that left rear is kind of gone. It's off that car. He's sitting down on the rim back there on that wheel. So the pace slowed. Still 24 laps to go. Long ways left in this one. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube and Twitch, say hi in the chat for us. Let us know you're there. Tell me where you're watching from tonight. Who's going racing where this coming weekend? Wraith, what's up, man? All right, here we go. Green flag about to fall back over. PRO Sidewinder Dirt Racing Series. Why does that keep showing up? .360 sprint cars and out of 4 with 22 laps to go. DeBarro's led it since we dropped the green. Haberman. Now Bueller and Scheider. Bueller went for the slider. Scheider cut right underneath that. That may open the door and Peyton Grease. Oh, and Bueller get together. That is going to do it. Both cars upside down out of turn number 4. We were watching live, and I think we got a disappointed viewer now. I would not blame him one bit. That was a little rough to watch right there. We watch it live. No need to go back on the replay. It's just adding salt to an open wound. So another car to the pits, it looks like. That is going to make 6 retirees, so 16 drivers still running. Corbin Hutchison, the last of those, back in 16th. Chambrone is back on track. He is 15th currently, but DeBarro, Haberman, Scheiderer, Watkins, Hinker, Mustard, Boyd, Johnston. That's our top 10. That's our top 9. Lynn inside the top 10.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. And DeBarro with another great
All right, man. Caution
start.
is out.
And we've got problems again. And looking at the 4 of Kennedy. Yeah, this was a long time ago. I don't know why this isn't catching up. But yeah, a lot of cars in this one. Yeah, we tried to go back and see what we could find on this, and there is just nothing to show a wreck. Maybe somebody got sideways. Drivers kind of waiting for the pace truck to catch up. They had barely taken the green and gotten down to 1 and 2 when that yellow came back out. I see you, JJ. I see you, buddy. I see you down there. So we're going to re-rack them again. Nothing has really changed. Still DeBarro, Haberman, Scheiderer, Watkins, Hinker, Mustard, Boyd, Johnston, and Lynn, the top 10. Oh, we got to get back to live, don't we? Going to go green this time out of turn number 4. Joe Reuter now up to the 10th spot as they restart once again.
All right, man.
And caution. I got back here just in time to see Reed Rundle. So let's go back and see. Reed missing the front wing from an earlier incident. He and I think Chambrone got together, and they are side by side again. Went to go for it that time. A little too much horsepower, not enough grip, and he gets pummeled around again. So right here about almost to the midway point, we are having a rash of yellow fever. So see all the cars down the back stretch. Chambrone, Corbin Hutchison back there. John Boris, the last car. That car does not look like it is tracking straight to me. I am not sure if maybe he has a suspension issue. But we'll get back towards the front. Looks like the lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to get ready to go back to green. DeBarro, Haberman, and Scheider are still our top 3. $19 laps remaining. Green flag back in the air. Cars screaming out of the pits right in front of these guys. That's Peyton Grease making his way back onto the track. Apparently whatever's wrong with that after his tumble they were able to fix. And he is going to put the 92 back in front of these guys. And see, that time Haberman went for the lead in 3 and 4. He's going to go for it again in 1 and 2. Has to keep it pinned low. He couldn't do it. Scheiderer now has a big run on the top side. He's going to get alongside DeBarro. DeBarro's going to try the slider line. Doesn't shut the door. New leader, J.P. Scheiderer, out in front. And he is riding right up onto that cushion, getting around this track. Coming up on the lap car of Peyton Grease. Grease, a couple of laps down already after an earlier incident. Hopefully this won't affect the way the leader's able to go because he's already over a second out in front of these guys. DeBarro's still second. Haberman third. Watkins and Hinker fourth and fifth. And there goes Trevor Hinker on the inside of Jerry Watkins, and he's going to have fourth away. Now he can focus on trying to chase down Haberman. DeBarro still right in front of Haberman is Scheiderer. 2 1/4 seconds out in front. 13 laps remaining.
All right, man.
Caution. That might be for Nick Chambrone. Oh, yeah, that car. That car was upside down when we got to it. You can see Terry Mustard missing his front ring, the 0 car right there. And here comes the Jabron. Oh, yeah, that was hot. Yep, he sent it. Full send into turn 3, and that ain't never going to work. So war of attrition tonight here for the PRO guys at Lernerville. Still, Scheiderer, DeBarro, Haberman, Hinker, Watkins, Gerlach, Boyd is 7th, and Mustard, Lynn, and Johnson rounding out that top 10. All right, at least one more time around. Just about 12 laps remaining. Guys, don't forget about tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Dirt Slingers, Wednesday Night Warriors, Big Block Modified Series. They host the General Tires Winter Nationals presented by Tim Sims, powered by iRacing, presented by Wakey and Casey, the I-55 Lawyers. Best of the best in Big Block Modified Racing right here on the Dirt Racing Network. Tuned in for that. Say hi to Dom in the chat, but we're back underway. 12 laps remaining. I don't know why that's showing. Scheider staying out front. Haberman and Watkins had a little contact off of 4. Haberman holding down 3rd. Watkins is 4. Here comes Josh Gerlach and Trevor Hinker. And Gerlach late in this one finding some momentum up on the top side. He is closing in on Haberman right there. Haberman out of shape. Now Gerlach alongside Watkins. Watkins down the bottom. Haberman and Gerlach up top, out of 4. 9 laps remaining. Scheider starting to get away from these guys. Everything is right around 2nd. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, right there. DeBarro's got 2nd. Haberman currently has 3rd, but Gerlach is finding something up on the top, and he goes to 3rd around the outside of the 3 wide with Watkins on the bottom and Haberman in the middle. Now closing in on DeBarro. Here comes Gerlach. Off of 4 alongside into 1 and 2. Now Gerlach off 2, up to 2nd. Good run. Hard charger for sure. He's picked up 16 spots already. He'd like to make it 17. I think he needs a caution. We're down to 6 to go. He's got to make up just over 2 seconds as Scheiderer into turn 3. Gerlach barely in the middle of the backstretch at that point. The wave lap, 5 to go that time by DeBarro 3rd. Behind Gerlach, Haberman 4th. Hinker in 5th. Everybody chasing Scheider, and he is just driving away from these guys. 2.3 a lap. Nothing but clean track in front of JP. As he is out to 2 3/4 seconds. Gerlach now starting to put a gap on DeBarro as Haberman went for it in 3 and 4. Tried to get the podium spot away from the 27. Goes for it again. Dips to left sides down in the grass. Had to check up to keep from wrecking DeBarro. Popsicle sticks in the air. Out of 4 for your leader. 2 to go. DeBarro now behind Gerlach in 3rd. Haberman 4th. Hinker is 5th. Boyd up to 6th. Mustard in 7th, and Reuter and Watkins and Lynn will go to the front, already past the white flag. J.P. Scheiderer goes off in turn number 2, and Josh Gerlach is going to bring it home. Gerlach going to back his way into the win, and I don't think he'll care. A win is a win is a win. 71 car atop the podium. DeBarro comes home 2nd. Haberman will bring it in 3rd. I told you guys at the beginning that this track was dangerous, that this track was tricky. You had to ride up there. You had to take some chances, but I did not think for 1 second that I don't know. He's way down there. That's okay. As long as they stay in the cars, I'm fine with that. So we're going to move a couple of drivers. We're going to wait to get old Garlic in here. Let's get down there. Let's show this right here. Let's see if we can get closer and talk to our guy. Anthony DeMauro, you got a copy?
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. That got exciting at the end, but man, the 27 car looked really good, especially the first half of this feature, and then a little bit of fade or a little bit of driver error brings you home second tonight.
It was I had the track position at the beginning, and then I kind of tend to struggle when the tracks really get slicked off, and I felt out of all the races, I held my own a little better than most here, because I usually drop to the back half of the top 10. And, obviously starting first really helped me out here, but I think I felt really confident there, trying to run the top, and I let Josh go. I gave him the top because I saw him coming, and now I'm kicking myself because the leader went off there. But hey, I'll take second any week against these guys. It's a tough crowd.
Looked like you got married to the very middle of the track there, and Josh really found something late and ripped it around on the top. Just a little too sketchy to get up there for you?
Yeah, I think you obviously saw on the last lap with the leader going off too. So it's a fine line, and you got to have it just sideways enough so it rotates, or you're going right over that berm, and you'll end up by the school buses back there.
Well, an awesome run nonetheless, man. Second is nothing to hang your head about tonight. I'm sure you got a few shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, and thank you up in the booth for what you do for us each week, and the guys at Dizzy, and congratulations to Josh, my teammate. Winning it 1-2 for Dizzy Motorsports is awesome.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run, and we'll look forward to seeing you right back here next week in the late models, buddy.
Thank you.
Your second place driver tonight, Anthony DeMauro. And let's talk to our winner here. The stinky guy himself, Garlic, they call him. I really don't understand it. His name is Josh Gerlach. He picks up the win tonight. Josh, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Roger. It's been way too long. I like talking to you, so this has not been a great season for that.
Well, I said it during the broadcast. You kind of backed your way into this one, but a win is a win. I don't think you care how you get them. You're going to take it, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. That was definitely gift wrap for me, and I don't know what happened with JP. So sucks for him, because I know he races with us on Thursday nights too, and he's a quick driver. But heck yeah, man. I am not doing myself any favors qualifying or heat races or anything. I feel like I'm starting 18th or worse every week. So got to pass a lot of cars, kept it on the track in the feature, and lucked into one. I don't care. I'll take a win. A win is a win is a win.
That's right. Watching you on the top, I don't know, when did you finally decide you were going to commit to the top? Because as soon as you did, man, you just instantly started coming forward. And I think if we catch a caution with about 5 to go, or if you have about 4 or 5 more laps, you might have had a chance to get up there and get to JP.
Honestly, before the race even started, I just figured that that was going to be my best chance. As the groove kind of moves down the track, everybody's going to try to stick in the moisture. So I was far enough back and on the outside that I just figured I'd send it. And it really started once we could kind of string the laps together after those back-to-back yellows. I really kind of felt that it was really rolling up top. So felt pretty good. It just needed it to stay green. And I think even if we got a yellow there at the end, it was going to be tough with JP just trying to pass. And because once you start dicing it up, you had Ant back there, Andrew was fast, Trevor, all those guys. So it would have been a hornet's nest. But it was a heck of a race. It's nice to get a win. Well,
17 spots improved tonight. So you start 18th. You definitely were the hard charger, and I said it during the broadcast. You'd picked up 16. You were already hard charger, but that one more spot sure would have been nice. And just like that, JP went off. So I'm telling you, I'm going to take all the credit for doing that from the broadcast booth to give you that one extra spot, buddy. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'd like to thank you for the good luck there then, Roger. That definitely the credits to you on this one. But yeah, appreciate you doing this, with the broadcast, Nick and John helping with the league here at Pro, and the guys at Disney Motorsports, alwaysraceday.com. Couldn't do it without them.
All right, man. Well, a fantastic run. Congrats again. Thanks for chatting with us. And, man, I look forward to seeing you back here in the late models next week.
Hey, hope I'm talking to you next week, buddy.
That'd be awesome, sir.
All right, take care.
Good night. All right, Josh Gerlach wins it. Let's get a look here at our results. Gerlach with the win. DeVaro second. Haberman was third. Then Hinker in fourth. Boyd was fifth. Good run for Mr. Boyd tonight. He picked up a few spots. Terry Mustard in sixth. Joe Reuter seventh. Robert Lynn eighth. John Boris ninth. Terry Watkins was 10th. Tim Johnston comes home 11th. Nick Cohan 12th. Corbin Hutchison 13th. 14th after just a bad bit of luck right there. He maybe overdrove two a little bit. Slides it out the window and gives up the win. J.P. Scheiderer in 14th. Casey Miller 15th. Peyton Grease 16th. Nick Chambrone was 17th. Reed Rundle came home in 18th. 19th was Ryan Bueller, Joey Kennedy in 20th, Eric Mueller in 21st, and 22nd went to Jason Haynes. I see JP in the chat. Buddy, it was not even close to being on purpose. I just said he needed to have that one extra spot if he was going to win it, and the next thing I know, man, you were going down the hill out of two. I take credit for doing it, even though I don't think it was, I don't think it works like that, but I will take the blame for it. Josh gives me credit either way, man. A great run for you tonight, though, but unfortunately bad luck at the end. That is going to do it for us here tonight on a fantastic Tuesday. Great finish to this one. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night for Dominic Santina and the General Tires Winter Nationals, 8 o'clock Eastern. We have got everything fixed. I am confident. Fingers are still crossed, but it looks like we're back on all 4 platforms, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Trovo. So be sure you go subscribe to all those. You'll know every time we go live. For Zach Krieger, Dominic Santina, and myself here, guys, we appreciate every time you tune in. We know you can watch this stuff anywhere you choose to watch it right here at the Dirt Racing Network.